the Board of Health virtual meeting on Thursday, May 19th, scheduled for 4 p.m. My name is Thomas Corey. Present with me via Zoom is Michael Coughlin, Dr. Stephen Gagliardi, and Tess Curran, our agent of the board. All are participating remotely. Pursuant to the open meeting law, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made whether perceived or unperceived by those present and are deemed acknowledged and permissible. Tess, can we have a roll call?
Thomas Corey,
Present?
Michael Coughlin,
Present.
Stephen Gagliardi.
Present.
First item on the agenda is the minutes of the Board of Health meeting held on April 21st, 2022. Are there any additions, deletions, or corrections to be made to the minutes of the meeting as printed? I have one. Simply, if we go to the next to the last paragraph, after it says 410, Dr. Gagliardi joined us. It reads, we need to get the message out as well about where people need to continue wearing masks. There is a lot of confusion now with transit Cerritos. I think that's supposed to be SRTA transportation. Just to clarify, I assume that's the local buses.
All right.
Yeah, I can't remember the specifics to the end of the
It had to do with the buses.
Serta buses.
Serta.
Serta buses. Okay, that's the only thing I have. Anything else?
No.
Do we have a motion to accept?
Move to accept as amended.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Oh, Tess, roll call?
Thomas Corey,
Yes?
Michael Coughlin,
Yes.
Stephen Gagliardi.
Yes.
Okay, next we have the request for approval of a body piercing establishment for Richard A. Santos at Flaming Balls Tattoo, 1120 Stafford Road, Fall River. Lisa, there you are.
There I am.
You're reporting on this one?
Yes, I am. Rick, who's a body practitioner, as you well know, he decided to go and take a course from
Primal Instincts.
Primal Instincts, and the certificate is in the packet.
Yes, I've gone through everything appears to be here.
Yes, it is. All his credentials are in order. And today he brought in it's for his autoclave. He just wanted to prove to me that he had it tested and it was okay and it passed. And that was just brought in today, so you may not have a copy of that.
Okay, but you have it there.
But I have it here, yes.
Okay.
And he's using the same room that he uses for his tattoo practitioner, his license. So everything's in order. His establishment is good. And he's good to go for.
Okay. Anyone have any questions, comments?
Nope.
Do we have a motion to grant the approval of a body piercing establishment?
A motion to approve. Second.
Tess, can we have a roll call?
Thomas Corey,
Yes?
Michael Coughlin,
Yes.
Stephen Gagliardi.
Yes.
Okay, next, in conjunction with, we have the request for approval for a piercing practitioner license for Mr. Santos. And once again, Lisa, the packet looks pretty complete. Is everything still there?
Everything's here. The Primal Instinct certificate is completed. All his bloodborne pathogens, CPR, first aid, skin course, everything's here.
Okay. Gentlemen, any questions, comments? Do we have a motion to approve the piercing practitioner license for Richard A. Santos?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Sorry, second.
Tess, can we have a roll call?
Thomas Corey,
Yes.
Michael Coughlin,
Yes.
Stephen Gagliardi.
Yes.
Mr. Santos, good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for your time.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, next, we're opening a hearing on a second offense of the Act to Modernize Tobacco Control at AMS Food Mart, 2307 South Main Street. And Diane, you're presenting?
I am.
If you will.
Hello.
Good
How
afternoon.
are you?
Hello.
So let's see. So AMS was issued a cease and desist order in the amount of $2,000 this past Monday, May 16th, for violating an Act to Modernize Tobacco Control, as you mentioned, and 105 CMR 665. Whereas during the inspection, it was discovered that they were offering for sale a large quantity of flavored tobacco products. As this is their second offense since December of last year, when they faced a fine of $1,000 for selling a flavored vape to an underage buyer, they face a mandatory suspension of their tobacco permit for at least 1 day and up to 7 days, which is required by the state law. So there is someone here to represent AMS. The owner of the business is out of the country, so his son is here, who is the acting manager of the store. And he was here the day of our inspection.
Hi, I'm Sohail. I'm representing my AMS Food Mart on behalf of my father, Muhammad Afzal.
Okay, what do you have to say, sir?
I would just like to apologize. We've made a big mistake on selling these flavored products. I just want to say is we apologize for this, and we were just doing it to have a little extra money to help the business a little bit, because our business for the past over a year has struggled very much because of the flavor ban. And yeah, that's all I would like to say.
So you've stocked these items right along in violation of the ban?
No, we just started this around probably 4 or 5 months ago.
Diane, how long has the ban been in place? I'm sure it's well over a year,
It's been about close to 2 years now.
close to 2 years.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a violation in December of last year?
There was
Yes.
for sale of flavored vape.
So that was about 4 or 5 months ago.
Mm-hmm. And you paid the $1,000 fine,
We did, yes.
and you continued to do it?
We have stopped. I don't carry any flavored vaping anymore. And I've stopped this forever now. I'm just looking for a chance this time, please, guys. If you guys could.
Well,
That's all I read.
the fine
The fine.
stands. The fine stands. The question is, how long will the suspension be?
Yeah, the fine's mandatory.
The fine is mandatory, so there's nothing we can do about the fine. On the suspension, it's an automatic. It's going to be at least 1 day. And because you've had, this is the second violation, not even 6 months. You or your father, as the owner, was aware that this was not the right thing to do. It was in violation. I would be in favor of the full 7 days myself. Gentlemen, comments, questions?
Yeah, I mean,
Please,
And
guys,
And the
if you guys
first
could.
offense was to an underage minor, correct?
It was.
That was.
yeah, so not only are you selling products that aren't supposed to be sold, you're selling them to kids.
Oh, Well, over my last violation, I had stopped to the minors. It was just basically, I'm gonna be honest, it was basically adults who were trying to quit cigarettes and they were looking for an alternative.
There are many alternative products to help quit smoking, but to continue smoking is not one of them.
I mean, obviously, since you got caught before, you knew that there was a risk of getting caught. You knew what the potential problems were, so you took the chance to make more money, and now you're going to have to pay double the fine. So it doesn't seem like it was worth it. So I'd go for the 7 days too.
So do we have a motion on the 7-day? Give Dr. Gagliardi 30 seconds.
Anything else you want to say in, that create extenuating circumstances, Mr. Ahmed?
No, that's all it was.
Okay. It's unfortunate. Tom, do you want to proceed with this? Dr. Gagliardi's already.
If you'll make the motion.
Yeah, so I move that we assess the mandatory fine and 7-day suspension of the tobacco license.
Okay.
A second.
Okay. Tess, can we have a roll call?
Just a quick, at what point would that go into effect?
Well, that's what I was going to ask Diane. When would she, as soon as we have that it will be 7 days, we'll discuss that further.
Okay, so Thomas Corey,
Yes.
Michael Coughlin,
Yes.
Stephen Gagliardi.
Yes.
Diane, how much prep time do you need to arrange for the removal and all those other items?
Well, I did open my schedule up for tomorrow, just in case we needed to act on this immediately. So I definitely can go in and oversee this tomorrow if need be, to get this in motion. I think what they need to do is box everything up and move it to, they have a back room storage area where everything can be kept. It can be sealed up and I can make sure that everything has been put, off site until the 7-day suspension is lifted.
Okay, so we're going from Friday the 20th through Thursday the 26th. We're all in agreement?
Yes.
Okay.
What's the penalty for the third violation?
That's a $5,000 fine, and it's a minimum of 7 days and up to 30 days suspension. And there's also a potential to revoke the license.
That wouldn't be necessary. We have stopped forever.
All right.
Okay. All right.
I hope so.
Then Diane, if you're all set for tomorrow, let's go with tomorrow. The suspension will run from Friday the 20th through Thursday the 26th. You'll be back open for Memorial Day weekend. Okay. Next item, we have a couple of proposed votes to amend the regulations of prohibiting smoking in workplaces and public places. And we're updating definitions. Copies of the proposed regulation are available from the Department of Health and Human Services. I just got these on Tuesday night, as I assume we all did, and I've read through them once. I would like to have the opportunity to read through them again, and I'd like to give the public the opportunity that we're going to be doing this. So I would like to move this to next month for a vote. That gives us all about 30 days to read it through and make sure we're all in agreement.
I'm certainly fine with that, but I would wonder if Tess or Diane could give us a summary of what's in there. What are the highlights?
Diane, do
you want me to take this?
Sure. Why don't you?
Okay.
I can jump in as needed.
Okay. So we're going to be trying to just amend 2 documents. The first is prohibiting smoking in workplaces and public places. And And basically, what we just need to do is update the definitions. The original document is from, I believe, 2007. So a lot has happened since then, especially with the inclusion of electronic nicotine delivery systems. And then the proposed amendment to the regulation of restricting the sale of tobacco products, that will be similar with updating definitions, again, with, we call them ENDS products. And also we're going to incorporate the new state laws as we sort of talked about a little bit today regarding violations. So the proposed amendment number 9 actually talks about the state law change of fines and the tolling period, because that's where we're seeing the most changes. It's 3 years now instead of 2 years with the state violations, which is, sale to a minor, sale of flavored tobacco products and such. And then the fines have changed. So that we just want to include that now in the document as well.
Okay, is that agreeable to everyone to have an opportunity to study it, and we'll discuss it more next month?
Sounds good.
Sure.
And that would be the same situation with number 9, the proposed vote to amend the regulations restricting the sale of tobacco products. Again, updating the thing. So both of those items we will move to next month's agenda. Okay. Okay, now, Tess, we have the director's report.
So I just wanted to again discuss briefly COVID. So we're still trying to promote the frvax.com website for vaccinations. We have seen a slight increase in some first doses being administered just even over the last week. So we're hopeful that that will continue. As it stands right now, about 47.5% of the eligible population is boosted. So that number really is, while we're seeing, folks come into the clinic, that number's not significantly going up each week, but we're still trying to encourage folks to get, stay up to date with their vaccinations. We are seeing an increase in cases, and anecdotally in conversations with the hospitals, they're seeing an uptick in hospitalizations as well, which, certainly isn't surprising with the increase in cases, but we are hoping folks still take advantage of the free test kits that are at the library. We're pushing out that the federal government has just allowed for an additional request for tests to be mailed to the home. So that's being shared publicly, and just still encouraging folks to wear their masks when indoors if possible, stay home, get tested, and then remain up to date with their vaccination.
I was at the library last week and they said they were out of the test kits.
Okay, I just got an email from Leanne today saying she was running low and was going to have some more brought over, but that they should have had some. So I'll double check with her there. But we still have some, and I do that, we've received, and some grant funding that's going to be running out at the end of the fiscal year will allow us to purchase additional test kits. So we'll be planning on doing that. So we'll have an adequate supply.
Just as a note, Medicare is paying for up to 8 tests a month through the Part B, and I've had many patients come in. Our supplies are getting spotty though right now on the tests. Okay. Tess, is there anything for citizens input?
Yes, we do have citizens input. Let me just pull that up. I'm sorry. Hold on one moment. This is citizens input from Patrick Higgins, 1197 Robeson Street. Mr. Higgins emailed indicating that he's very concerned that the health department continues to allow the gig economy drivers, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, etc., to deliver food in the city of Fall River and transport the food without using an insulated bag to deliver the food hot. I'm also concerned that the Board of Health does not require these delivery drivers to take and pass a food safety course. The health and safety of the food being delivered should be paramount to the members of the Fall River Board of Health. The current membership and health director seem to be more concerned about chickens and tattoo parlors. Thanks, Mr. Higgins.
Thank you. Gentlemen, confirm the date for the next meeting. Following our usual pattern, it would be June 23rd, Thursday, the 23rd.
Tom, just one quick thing. If we plan to have a meeting in July, July 15th is the cutoff as it stands right now for virtual meetings. So if we were to hope to have a June meeting and a July meeting, we may want to kind of try for a mid-June and then have a meeting that right before the July cutoff, if that's something.
That would be fine.
Okay.
My count, June 16th, which would be the Thursday before. If we use the 16th, then we could get it in on July 14th.
That sounds good.
That sounds good?
Right.
If everyone's clear, so it would be June 16th and even planning further ahead for July 14th. My father's birthday, July 14th. Okay, Tess, was there any other items of such a nature that they couldn't make the agenda?
No.
Okay. We have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Do we have a roll call?
Thomas Corey,
Yes.
Michael Coughlin,
Yes.
Stephen Gagliardi.
Yes.
Thank you all for your attendance this afternoon. Enjoy the beautiful weather. Remember the sunscreen when you go out this week.
All right. See you later.
Well.